Hi, it's Christy here. I'm excited to have a quick moment to record this video for you as we're moving forward in our Ending on a High Note series. Hopefully you're working on your goal, you're working on your action steps, and really tackling those things that you need to do in order to get to your goal at the end of this month. Believe it or not, we are coming up so quickly to the end of the year and to the end of 2014, the end of December. So I told you we were going to start addressing some of the concerns or comments that you have in regards to the things that you wanted to get done before the end of the year. And so I'm going to just tackle them in the order they came in. So the first one I have here is from Tanya Elliott with TJE Designs. And she says that she wants to better manage her customer information. And she's actually got a couple things here. So let's address the customer information part of your response. So this is actually a very common concern that a lot of business owners have. Once they start accumulating a lot of customers, they don't know what to do with that information, and they don't know how to utilize that information. So first, let's talk about storing it and putting it in something that's usable. I know there's 101 different computer databases and different kinds of programs you can purchase in order to really manage your customers. If you are not in a position to purchase some of those, they can be very expensive. I find that you can utilize Microsoft Outlook's programs. There's a people program. You can kind of set up different lists and different groups. A lot of times that's a really great way, and I believe there's a note section there as well. So if you just went to like outlook.com, or you can kind of utilize the Microsoft website to get to the people portion of that. So basically what it's really set up for is an address book for those people who you email, but there's also many places to write other things in there or to input other things in there. So that's like a free service that you can sign up for, you can register for. You may have to set up an Outlook email address to do that, but if it's free, it might be the best thing for you. The other thing you can do is utilize an Excel spreadsheet, just putting people in alphabetically, creating columns to sort of put in the characteristics or the information about them that you want to keep. One of the things that I do, even if I had $1 million and would buy a database, the one thing I like doing is I like working with like paper and pen that I can put my hands on. So I actually just bought a 3-ring notebook. I created a customer template. I just basically went into a document and started drawing lines on the page and started creating little areas that I wanted to fill out for each of my customers. Name, address, email, website, what's the best way to contact them, when's their birthday, when's the anniversary of their business date, so on and so forth. All the different things that I would want to know about my own customers. I created fields, and then I basically just ran tons of copies of them, hole punched them. I fill them out when I get a new customer, and I put them in alphabetically, just so that I have a way to, take that book with me if I need to go work in a coffee shop somewhere, or if I just want to sit on the couch and make some handwritten notes about people or about things that I'm doing for customers. It's just a personal preference for me. It's just what I like. But you can use tons of different ways to get that information organized. And if all else fails, like I said, just use an Excel document or a 3-ring notebook idea. Just make sure it's all in one area. That's the biggest goal right now. But let's talk about utilizing that information, because if you have it all in the greatest form or in the greatest database on the planet, it doesn't mean much if you're not using it. So one of the things I find is that a lot of customers want to establish relationships with the people that they buy things from. And it means something to them when they get personal contact from you. So what that means is when you send them an email or you send them a postcard about reordering their favorite product, or when it comes to introducing a new product that you have or a new service that you have, something they would be interested in, or something that really applies to their situation, it makes them feel valued. It makes them feel important. And that's really a great way to stay in contact with your customers. Reorders, product launches, or introductory products, or maybe introductory sales or specials on products. If those kinds of communications go out to your very best customers, they're going to really love you, and they're going to really appreciate the fact that they've established this rapport with you, which is the best thing you want when you're utilizing that customer information. The other thing is that I keep track of things about my customers just so I have an excuse to either email them or call them or stop by and visit them or send them a personal note. And it's something that is not about me, it's about them. So for instance, I had a customer whose last child just moved away to go to college, and she's kind of dealing with the whole empty nest syndrome type of thing. I made a note of that in her file, and when I happened to be out doing a little bit of running around, I saw this really great note card that just had a really great picture and just really fit her and fit her situation, and I just wrote her a personal note, dropped it in the mail to her, and followed up with a quick phone call about a couple days later just to see how she was doing. And it was just that personal touch that made her feel like someone was thinking about her. It had nothing to do with me or my services. It had nothing to do with Revision. I didn't even talk about Revision. Of course, that's how she knows me, and of course she's my Revision customer, but just being able to make a personal connection, a heart connection with that customer means a lot. And so utilizing your customer information in that way is really the best way, and you really want to utilize all of that great information you have in that kind of a manner. And birthdays, anniversaries, all of those things are great reasons to follow up with your customers too. Excuse me. And I do an entire huge lesson on mining your customer base for business and developing your customers for business in my coaching program. So if you want to know more about that, we can talk about that. But that's just a quick little snippet and synopsis of that. The other thing she mentioned was migrating from Facebook to Etsy. And I'm assuming that you make a product or you have some sort of a great design or a great decor or something that you want to sell on Etsy. I would personally tell you to not leave Facebook. If you are migrating, to me that means you're going to give up Facebook and go straight to Etsy. I would have both. My philosophy in social media is that you need lots of nets that you can cast deep and wide to catch as many people as you can. We are now in a day and age where there are so many ways to get information, whether it's through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Etsy. We're watching TV all the time. We can watch TV on our phones. We can watch TV on our computers, and vice versa. We have video games wherever we go. I mean, there's just so much information and so much stimulation coming that we tend to overlook some great stuff that comes across our path simply because there's so much that comes across our path. And as business owners, I don't think that we can afford to depend on just one outlet to reach our people and to get their attention. Your ideal customer probably is on Facebook too. They're probably on Instagram or on Home Talk, or they're looking for great resources. And what I'm finding is that most of the time people are gathering good information and they're compiling it and sort of filtering it through Facebook. So while they might be on Etsy shopping, they're going to share that product and they're going to share the link for that product on their Facebook page. Although they may go find a really great article on my website or on another website or on a website for home decor or whatever, they're going to share that on their Facebook. It's a way for them to reach all their friends and family. So it's a great communication tool for them. So leaving Facebook behind means that you might not get as many people sharing your information or sharing your product or what you're doing because you won't have that presence there. So maybe that's not what you're talking about doing. Maybe you're just looking to sort of create more of a presence on Etsy, but utilize Facebook to leverage your exposure. And if you want some more help with that, I can try to do my best to help you. Revision actually offers social media management services. So if it's something that you want a couple of months of help on, we can help you with that. Otherwise, I might be able to give you some more guidelines on that. The other thing she mentions is that she wants to get a website, or better yet, she says a website. So one of the things I would tell you is that although social media is great, and I'm a huge fan of it, and obviously it serves its purpose, it does not take the place of a website. A website obviously is your little corner of the web that gets to share everything about your company, everything that you do. It's your page. You can make it whatever you want. And it's important that you have that real estate online. The reason for that is Facebook and other social media sources are not guaranteed to stay here forever. If something would happen and Facebook would pull the plug, or they would change the way that they're going to do things for businesses, you don't want to be left without a way to continue to promote and push your product or services online. So the whole goal of Facebook, the whole goal of Instagram and Twitter and all those other social media outlets is to introduce people to who you are, what you're doing, and give them your website. Push them to your web. Push them to go there to learn more. Facebook should be just a little teaser as to, hey, and if you want to learn more, go to my website. The reason for that is you want them to go to your website and get to know you there, because if Facebook changes or shifts or goes under, they're still going to have a website to go to, and they'll know where you're at. And then obviously when they're at your website, you want to get some sort of form or fashion put together to where they can give you their information, and you create a customer database. So you go on Facebook and you say, check out my latest room decor or whatever, and go to my website to see it. And they click on the link and they go to the website, and the thing they should see when they go to your website is some sort of an engagement opportunity. Sign up for my website, sign up for not my website, sign up for my newsletter, sign up for my email chain, become a part of my loyal customer program, check out these other products, whatever it is that you want to do. You want to get them involved in your site so that they start clicking around and going to different pages. It helps them get to know you better, but also you're going to capture their information. When they sign up for a newsletter or sign up for e-zine, or when they sign up to be a part of your customer loyalty program, you're going to ask for their name, you're going to ask for their email, and you are then creating a database that you have. It's yours. You have the possession of it. So if you want to email out a customer blast for a special or a sale, you can do that. If you want to mail out postcards and coupons, you can do that. And you're not dependent on Facebook or any other social media outlet to promote yourself at that point. You've created your customer database, which brings us back to the very first thing that Tanya mentioned that she wants to work on, and that's getting customer information and managing that. So once people go to your website and they sign up for your e-zine, or they sign up for your newsletter or whatever it is, you've got that information in hand. You're going to want to put that someplace really special, and you're going to want to file it in a way that you can use it and manage it and really tap into it to promote your business and promote your sales. So it does really all go hand in hand. I'm sure when you're answering that question, you didn't think that all of those little pieces went together, but they really, really do. And so as you're working towards the new year, make that a goal for yourself. Make that a focus point for yourself. Number one, to get a website, because that's crucial and it's huge. And again, if you want some help with a website, Revision, my company, offers web design for small businesses. We have a really great program for that. You can check it out on my website. But also, there's tons of web developers out there. There's even do-it-yourself website development programs if you want to go out and do it on your own. But get a website, and then make your focal point this next year to really capture customer information through your web, through your Facebook, through Etsy, through all of the ways that you're utilizing already. And then put that in a format that you can find it, that you can manage it, and that you can utilize it for future business to come. I hope this is helpful for you all. If you have any questions or need more clarification, don't hesitate to email me. You've got that in the email that's come to you. And always visit my website, revisionforwomen.net. Don't forget, there is a blog that is there 3 times a week usually, with great information to continue developing yourself as a businesswoman and developing your business as a whole. And then also at the first of the year, we're launching Planning the Dream for 2015, which is a great follow-up to this little course. It's an online course that's going to tackle a lot of great stuff the first 3 months of the year. We're going to tackle taxes. We're going to talk about finances and budgets. We're going to spend some time goal setting and vision casting, and really, really looking at an overall plan for the 2015 year. You're going to love it. It's going to be great. And you're going to feel like you have a plan perfectly laid out, ready to execute as the year gets underway. So if you get into this email before Christmas, you can actually sign up for that program at a discounted rate. After Christmas, you have to pay the full price, but we have a monthly installment option if you want to go that route too. You can find more about that at revisionforwomen.net and click on products. So as always, make it a great week. We'll have a new lesson coming out here in a couple of days. Hope you have a fantastic holiday. If I don't get the chance to talk to you before then, have a fantastic day.